And welcome back to another episode of Enigmatica 6 Expert, where we're breeding some lead bees. I was pretty low on lead, and lead kind of, it's a little bit funny to mine in that it's only between 32 and 40, so if you're down mining like a diamond level, you're not going to find it. If you're up mining higher to maybe get copper, you might not find it. Although I did find copper when I was just mining for some just before, because I didn't have enough lead to keep breeding them. But yeah, we're going to breed a bunch of lead bees. I've upgraded these hives to tier 4 so they can fit more because, well, I ran out of room in the hives. And yeah, I know I should be doing the apiaries, but this is working. It is all just sitting here running, so I figure it's a lot faster just to do that. So today we're going to be working on refined storage. This guy's probably charged. He is charged now. Our power is slowly charging up. Haven't done any more upgrades on these machines, so they're all producing not heaps of power. We got 2 of them at 160 and the rest are all at 40, I'm pretty sure. But I was just getting ready to assemble all of the bits I thought I needed for crafting these refined storage cables. Because I looked at this recipe and I didn't look at this recipe. So, yes. Since I've got all the stuff, I think I am going to go this route and get the integrated dynamics cables, which uses pretty pipes anyway. So the only thing we save is 2 quartz enriched iron. Oh. So that should give you more refined storage cables. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm about 1 episode ahead at the moment, I think. So the previous episode hasn't come out yet, but I'm sure somebody's mentioned that this is a stupid recipe and I should probably do this one. And you know what? I think we're going to. We do have all of this ready, but I'm sure there are going to be other situations where we need to use these spouts, and a magma crucible might be handy. We'll come back to that then. I was all ready to go with that, but yeah, maybe not. I've also got this backpack of food. I just went back to that Acacia Mansion and raided some more of the food chests. I think there's still 1 food room that I haven't even touched yet, because we actually started to get a little bit low. So this was the area I was going to construct, like this cable making thing. But yeah, I think we just go for this one. I think we do. I guess it's not even cheaper. It's more expensive because you need more pretty pipes, which needs a bunch of andesite alloy. Yeah, okay. It's like almost more expensive, that recipe. Yeah, I got a bunch of aluminum wire processing up, so it's not too far away. I thought I was going to have to get into Britannia, but it turns out you can craft sparks with lightning crafting. Just Nebu drops. We've got our scanner set to pick up Nebu ore, so I can go get more of that if I need to. Blaze quartz and blaze powder. We could start pouring out some blaze rods from our blaze power generator. And, you know, Britannia petals aren't too bad. So we don't actually have to get into Britannia for that. Ectoplasm we get from Wraiths. We have a Wraith spawner set up in our mob farm that doesn't quite do really what we want it to do. And we can just run around the nether picking up bottled ghosts. So that's not too bad. And I think the rest of this stuff, you know, aside from Lumium, which we haven't crafted, which isn't bad. Might need to go harvest some glowstone. Yeah, we should be able to just craft this stuff. Yeah, we need more sparks for that. Sky slime crystals. Again, I might just go raid some sky slime islands. And actually, same with the destruction core needs ichor crystals. There are slime islands in the nether where we can probably get a bunch of slime too. Or we can go the whole ichor bee route, but I don't think we need to worry about doing that. Like, you're going to get 4 ichor balls from one slime block, and we'll probably get a whole bunch of slime blocks, so we might be fine for a bit. And that's the main bits and pieces for this guy. So once I craft up some of these cables, it shouldn't be too bad to get us a grid, which we can then use to make the crafting grid. Just needs another processor, which again, not too bad. And yeah, then we can maybe start looking at external storage, which again, more of these processors, but not too major. And then once we've got that sorted, we can start looking at crafters, which, you know, we've made all of these things. These won't be too bad. And then we can start thinking about trying to automate the pressure chamber. And that's going to make a lot of recipes a lot better to work with. Like once we're auto crafting a machine frame and we can just send all these ingots, seared bricks, we can teach the auto crafting for this. Sand and gravel, but we'll just have to go mine that. You can just induction smelter the ingredients. So yeah, I think that's the plan so far. Let's whip up these cables. We may have just saved ourselves quite a bit of time not making the strange recipe I almost did. So, not this thing. We need cables. I should be able to get a bunch of these. I have some wires being processed here. Stuff these into this guy. 16, I should be able to get, yeah, another 16. I bulk crafted a bunch of those ones. And that might, oh, then we need these things. Oh, I used all the wire. We might also need some more redstone in these chests. Maybe. This will get us a whole bunch of these. And then I think 11 sets. That's pretty good. And there's a whole bunch of refined storage cables. And that should tide us over for a little bit. We'll be able to connect a bunch of stuff with that. So cool. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Alright, so been crafting for, I'm not actually sure how long it's been. Maybe getting near an hour. So we've got a bunch of basic processes just getting crafted here. I was going to bulk craft a whole bunch, and then I realized I didn't have enough corporea sparks. Ectoplasm was the main thing holding us back. I do have a spawner set up down underground because it didn't work too good in our mob farm. But I just haven't gone down and crafted a bunch more. So this is all we need for getting destruction cores and construction cores. I still have these improved processes to make, but that's just these, which I actually was really low on string, so we've planted some flax. Silicon is quartz. I actually need to mine quartz, and I've just had to craft a bunch of flux dust. Lumium, I think, should be okay. Yeah, we've actually got flax out here. I can't harvest it like that, can I? I can go through and do it. Probably not right now. Gee, it just needed a whole bunch of string. Not that one piece. And in here, there's also been a new addition, which is I made another liquid compressor. Just because I was actually struggling quite a bit on having enough air pressure by the time it puts items in. So we can start this dude crafting. That's going to get us these destruction cores. 2 bar. It won't be too bad with these guys set up. It's just a little bit slow. And then we craft this. And that's a whole bunch of these cores. And then we can start working on like crafting grids. Crafting grids and crafters later on. Hopefully. Anyway. Back to assembling these bits and pieces. And I finally did it. I finally converted this to... Dude. Finally converted this to chutes. And yeah, so it does process like a stack of stuff at a time now. You can't really see what's going on in there. But I did just watch it with a couple of things. And yeah, That's way better. Went and did some mining in the nether. That's why I've got a bunch of lead, a bunch of uranium and gold and sulfur and quartz. But here we go. We've got 18 construction cores, 18 destruction cores, and 64 improved processors, which I think should mean we've got most of the stuff. Yeah, bit of a grind to get all this, but going to be worth it. Going to be worth it. So I also completed the quest for processor. Oh, that was just when I was breaking down what we had before. Cool, don't need that stuff. But I think... Oh, we got quartz enriched iron. Now if we make a cable and a controller, we get cable. I mean, that cable is a little bit annoying to make, so we may as well just pick that up. And you can go... not there. There. And we should have in here... Oh, there we go. 16 bonus cable. Sweet. That's going to be useful because we do craft with a bit of this stuff as well. So it's time to do it. Time to get ourselves potentially a refined storage system. We will have to rely on external storage because we can't craft storage drives yet. But let's see what we can do. If we want a grid, I think we should have the stuff for this because I made like 4 of these when I went and made them. So nice. 1 grid. And then we might have the stuff for that. Grid not found. That would do it. Nice, a crafting grid. Cool, and then to get the very basics, you get 16 external storages. Unfortunately, that's going to be using a lot of the processors I've made. Let's just do 8. It's quite a few. Quite a few. So we can hook into like 8 obsidian chests. Potentially it really might be worth going for a drawer controller. We might look into that. I can't remember. There was something in here. Oh, we had to build these things. Yeah, we need a bunch of assembly things. That's right. They shouldn't be too bad, so we can work on that. Possibly not today. There we go. So we got a crafting grid. We got some external storage. That's the very basics. That would be enough to get us, you know, an improvement on this crafting terminal. However, I would also like, I guess, a pattern grid. Now, what are patterns? Patterns are the standard recipe. That's really good. So we need another grid. We're out of quartz and rich iron. Luckily, we got some of that. That's not too bad to make. And we got blocks of it. Something used blocks of that for their recipe. So here we go. Here comes another grid. So we really want the pattern grid. We want... Oh. You know, I've just messed up. So we've got the grid. We want a pattern. So this would get us 23 patterns. It's just quartz and rich iron, so... Yeah. We better make some more, though. I think we're going to need it. Compressed iron and nether quartz. So we got patterns, we got the grid. We want a pattern grid. Nice, which we have the stuff for. Do we have an empty one of these obsidian chests? An empty couple of them. we may as well start setting up our new area. So there's 8, that's for the 8 external storages, although we're probably only going to want 7 because we want a draw controller. And that's all we need, right? We've got the pattern grid, and we've got the crafting grid. I know that there's a crafter manager. Crafting monitor. Crafting grid. Pattern grid fluid. Fluid might be handy. I don't think we need it right now. Crafting monitor. Alright, let's get one. Let's just keep an eye on our refined storage quests because we might be getting some neat rewards. An advanced bin. That's cool. More cables, nice. Advanced processors, that's pretty good. They're a little bit annoying to make too. And speed upgrades. Cool. We don't need them just yet. I was really hoping to get like a storage drive or a storage disk as a reward, but no luck there. We'll chuck the bin away for now. Oh, Oreos. So we should be able to get ourselves a pretty basic refined storage system. I guess it's going to live in here for now. We probably don't actually want that there. Yeah, alright. Let's get some of these cables. And if we had our crafting grid in the center, and a pattern grid, yeah, I don't know, to the side. Nice. How much power is this using? 537 RF a tick. Doing nothing. Yep. And then we could set up some basic storage. I'm going to want other things beside this. Maybe we'll put these across. This is kind of still a temporary setup. And then we can do that. Not there. And then we should be able to just connect that. Cool, and then if we put stuff in here, we have access to it. Nice, and that's way better than the other one. And that's now using 770 RF a tick. We're not making that much. Cool. So let's just disconnect that for now. I mean, yeah. That uses 266 by itself. These will still recharge over time. So yes, immediate power problems. Do we need, if we want to auto-craft, maybe we still need a crafter. Oh, we still need crafters, that's right, to be able to set up our crafting recipes. They don't have to be connected to machines, that's right. It's been a little while since I've done a refined storage system. Cool. But that power draw, that is a bit of a power draw. So I might have some spare crafters. We got some. Can we get just a couple? We can get 2 sets. We still got some bits. I think this is going to be worth it. And then we can set up some crafting recipes. And as a reward, oh, we got an importer. Nice. And some processor binding. Importer, yeah, that's nice. That's got some components and some crafting. And yeah, we'll probably be potentially looking to set up the crafting of these pretty quickly. But sweet. So we could hook up these crafters, but again, the power draw is a bit of a problem. Alright, so I just chucked in these crafters. So that gives us a whole bunch of auto crafting recipes. So we could do something like we want to know how to make crafters. We assign that to a pattern. We check the pattern in there. We could now craft that if we had the stuff. But we're obviously missing a lot of the things. And that's probably not actually a recipe I want to be doing. We can reset that in here. Change the recipe. Cool, but yes, 1,000 overtake. Each external storage is 32. The crafters are 64. Oh yeah, they do all add up. It's mostly these two grids, right? Now we could muck around and disconnect the pattern grid when we're not using it. But we really, really want to look at improving our power generation. Now we could look at getting into Power's magmatic things, because I think they're a bit better at generating power. But that, of course, can't use our blaze stuff, which is, you know, a little bit dumb. Oh, that's so handy. I really want to convert my storage over. But the first thing we need to do before we can do that is increase our power generation. So I think in between episodes, I'm just going to work on crafting up a bunch of these upgrades, because these are pretty cheap. And then we can look at crafting up a bunch of these hardened integral components. They're a little bit more involved. It would be good to set up the auto crafting for these here. But again, we kind of need the power first, so maybe I just go all out on these. I think these are used for making the next tier, which we can make hardened capacitors. We have made lumium. We haven't got into industrial foregoing yet, so that'll be the next thing we have to do if we want to. Oh, and doing this stuff. And doing this stuff, which, yeah, there's a bit of. Would be good to set up some production lines for this kind of stuff. All right, we're so close. We're so close to having really good storage. Really good storage. Well, I mean, disk drives would be ideal, but it's probably not too much of an issue to just use chests for now. Yeah. Hey, we'll come back next time. I should have more power generation. We can start doing a little bit of auto crafting, and then we're going to have to clear a big area to start setting up a factory. At some stage. We'll see how we go. Anyway, it's been ClassicDuff. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.